I'm gonna keep this real short and sweet with y'all boys out there. I see y'all trying to make noise or whatever, and everybody trying to keep me out the loop. So I just want to be known. I've been quiet for too long. I understand. I'm slipping on my pimping, but now it's time to snap back right and get back right. You feel me? So 2025 is my year. I got me a whole hit list marked down. I can see the target, but I'm starting off with that boy Boots out there in Philly. I'm finna go ahead and get that done with. I gotta make that happen before he move up to 154. After that, I see T.O. Hill playing games. He'll think about going up to 147. If you think about doing it, I'm right here. If you want to fight at 140, we both WBO. I could down to 140 with you. Trust me, it's not a problem at all. And that's also for all the other 140-pound champions. Anybody can get it for real. I just want to let that be known. Like I said, I've been quiet for too long. That's my mistake. But I'm tightening up, and now it's time to take over this whole boxing game. You dig?
Brian Norman Jr. got a fight coming up in Japan against Jin Sasaki. But Brian Norman Jr. was telling everybody that he was willing to unify if the price was right. And it seems to me like this more recent offer that price was right. It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. I can just do this all day, the two-time demontage champion of the world.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man.
Check it out, man. Brian Norman Jr., man. I don't know, man. You know, they was talking a big game, and it seemed like they wanted to fight Boots, and when it was time to fight Boots, they just didn't fight Boots. The 147-pound division is open. These guys can unify, but apparently Brian Norman Jr. is going to be facing Jin Sasaki in Japan. But Eddie Hearn talks about him actually sending an offer to Brian Norman Jr. for a fight later this year. Check it out.
It sure looks like Brian Norman is going to go over to Japan to fight Jin Sasaki. I don't know if that's official yet, but it's obviously trending in that direction. Some of the talk I've heard out of Norman's camp is, well, Boots isn't available this summer. He's got mandatories. A unification fight wouldn't be on the table right away. We're going to go to Japan, make some money, fight Jin Sasaki. You're smiling. Like what is real with all this?
It's absolutely available now. I mean, we've made them an offer last week. And we've even said to them, if you are taking that fight in Japan, let's lock the fight in for after that. October, November, December, whenever. And they come back and said, we don't want to talk about any other fights until we have this fight. I'm just like, fuck. So, I don't know. I mean, we can't rely on Brian Norman to chase any kind of greatness because the purse is outrageous in terms of what he's made. And, it's a massive purse that we've offered him. So, I don't know is the answer. I mean...
And to hear what Eddie had to say, he said the money was right. It's a much larger purse than what he's been receiving prior, right? We talked about the numbers and everything else in more previous videos, right? But they fighting Jin Sasaki. Let me tell you guys what's really going on, because they don't really they want to try to squeeze them for all they can get. Because they know Jaron Boots Ennis likely will take that belt. So now they're going to try to find a way to play even more hardball. But they're going to take a risk and go all the way to Japan. Now, people pay for guys to come all the way out there to Japan to fight their guys. Right? Despite the circumstances, despite, the different everything over there in Japan, these guys are willing to go over there and fight these guys. And Brian Norman goes over there to Japan for the bag, right? And loses, then what? But let's just say this. He goes to Japan, beats Jin, right? And now he's going to demand more than just this $2 million, right? He can demand more than just $2 million now. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to stretch it out for as long as possible. And by them stretching this thing out, Jaron Boots Ennis will be at the weight class longer and longer and longer. I mean, we already hearing that Mario Barrios has went another route, and he's fighting the 46-year-old, is Manny 46 now? Yeah, Manny Pacquiao. 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao, bro. He's going to be fighting a 46-year-old. And we last seen Manny against Onpo, the kickboxer, one of the best kickboxers currently. It's going to be facing Ryan Garcia. They pulled out of that fight for the obvious reasons. But Onpo beat the brakes off of Manny Pacquiao in the exhibition fight. He beat the brakes off of Manny Pacquiao in an exhibition fight, bro. So Mario Barrios went that route, fighting the old, weathered, almost 50-year-old Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao hops right out of retirement and gets a world title shot. So the other two current champions in the division are fighting Asian guys. They're not even trying to really do anything of any significance in the weight class, bro. Mario Barrios fighting Pacquiao for what? For who? Who cares about that one? Right? And Brian Norman Jr. going to Japan to fight Mr. Man. I mean, come on, bro. You going over there to fight him instead of him coming to see you. You'll go over there to fight him. But for what Jaron Boots Ennis, oh man, yeah, you gonna have to, climb that mountain over there. You gonna have to go get me a cheesecake at 1 a.m. in New York City. You're going to have to try to leap the Grand Canyon, go to outer space. You're going to have to do a lot of things before we let you get this WBO title, right? This is what the Normans is doing, man. They playing hardball, bro. They playing hardball with Boots. They know Boots don't got too much time at 47. The longer the time is on their side. So, yeah, unless Jaron Boots Ennis can comfortably make 147 for the next year or two, this is what it's going to be. These guys are going to be playing games with Jaron Boots Ennis. There's no other way for Brian Norman Jr. to make that kind of money right now, unless he goes to Japan. They probably paying him a lot of money to come over there. So for them, it's going to be, well, yesterday's price ain't today's price. That's what it's going to be. That's what's going to happen. So right now, Jaron Boots Ennis may have to face his mandatories, right? But as we know, you heard him. Brian Norman and his father was talking about mandatories. Jaron has to fight this guy. He has to fight that guy. We've heard that stuff before, y'all. But guess what? We also know through that era of political boxing, where guys didn't even know nothing about politics of boxing, but they learned in those 3 or 4 years. They learned a lot about the politics of boxing. And what we do know is that unification trumps mandatories. Right? So, yeah, man, I don't know, man. I like the Normans, but they play hardball with Boots, man. They low-key ducking, right? It's nothing but space and opportunity, right? They're trying to say Boots is doing this, Boots is doing that, but Boots is really just on vacation waiting for the next snack. But tell me what you guys think. Brian Norman Jr. got sent an offer for a lock-in situation if he went to Japan to beat Jin Suzuki for an automatic fight with Jaron Boots Ennis. But the Normans is still playing hardball. Like, subscribe, hide your boy. Peace out.